It's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Ed Maximilian. I'm back with another motorcycle video. I'm going to try to do this, kind of do like a Motorcycle Mondays, once a week upload type of thing. Because I was actually in the shoes that you're probably in right now, which is the reason you're watching this video, where I either don't have a bike or I have a bike and it's too big for the test. You're going to come to find out that when you get to the DMV, you're going to take a day off of work. You're going to wait on this line for about 2 hours for your appointment. You finally get to the front of the line, and then you go for your test. You show your credentials, and you're missing a document or something. You have to reschedule and come back another day. Not only do you not have your motorcycle license, but you also miss a day of work. All right, so this exam is called the Alternate Motorcycle Operator Skills Test, or for short, they call it the ALTMOST. And there's 29 states that use this test. I'm going to put the list of the 29 states in the description. If you're in these states, this video applies to you. All right, guys, so let's get right into it. First test, like I said, you're going to go up, make a sharp left turn up there in the corner on the right side of your screen, inside the lines. You cannot put your feet down. You cannot go outside the lines. Then you're going to make another left turn, stay within the boundaries. You're going to go straight down to that little box on the left side of the course. And what you're going to do is you want to come to a slow, smooth stop, no skidding, and make sure your front tire is in that box. So a little tip here for the first left turn, what you want to do is you want to hug the edge of the course as close as possible. If you're not close to the edge, when you make that left turn, you're not going to have enough room to navigate, and you're going to end up going outside the course. All right, so test one's done. After the instructor gives you the okay, instructor's gonna signal you to put your front tire on the T, which is next to the box that you just stopped in. So you're just gonna flip it around. You can put your feet down in this part. Just make sure you start from where your front tire on the T. And then this is the hardest part. This is where everybody fails. This is where everybody has the most trouble. Okay, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go through the cones. Start off going left for the first cone, right for the second, and so on. Some DMV test sites have arrows so that you don't forget. Other ones don't have it. So just keep that in mind. You go through the cones. You want to kind of feather the throttle as you go through. Keep it either in first gear, or if it's automatic, just feather the throttle. And then once you get through the fifth cone, you're going to go back to the same way you came before. Make that right turn in that lane. Go straight down to the edge of the box. Now this time you want to hug the edge of the course again. And now you're going to make a U-turn. And you don't need blinkers or signals, but you do want to stay inside the boundary lines. Now the U-turn box, you're going to notice little hash marks in the middle. Ignore those hash marks. That's for your third and fourth tests. The ones you want to worry about is the hash marks that are vertical in the course, the way you're looking at it in the video. And then parallel to that, you have a solid line. All right. Some instructors tell you cannot cross the dotted lines. Other instructors tell you you can go up to the solid line. Before you start this test, you want to make sure you ask and say, hey, can I pass the dotted lines? Can I go past the dotted lines, or do I have to stay within the dotted lines? You have to make sure you know that going ahead of time, because they do take a lot of points off. All right, so let me give you a little sneak peek of what happens if you take your own bike. Here we have my cousin. He's got some miles under his belt. He's going to attempt a 5-cone zigzag. All right. Here he goes to the first cone, the second cone, and then boom, foot down. That's already half your points are gone. Boom, foot down again, more points. And so on and so forth. He's trying to keep the bike upright, going really, really slow, while also managing the clutch and the gas at the same time, and doing a zigzag. That's really, really hard to do. You could probably do this going maybe 25 miles an hour, but the fact that you start from a stop makes it really difficult. Okay, and here's a sneak peek of what happens on the second part of the second test, which is the U-turn. All right, you're going to come down after you make that right turn. You're going to come down towards the edge of the course. Then you're going to lean in to make that right turn, and there's just not enough room, and you can't lean hard enough going that slow without putting your feet down. If you put your feet down, that's already the other half of your points, and you fail the test. You see why you need a scooter? Once you finish off the second test, they're going to send you all the way up to the top of the course. All right, you're going to flip it around, put your front tire on the T, and then you're going to be facing down towards the white arrow, facing the open rectangle with the 2 cones at the end. And this is called the quick stop. What you're going to do is go between 12 to 20 miles an hour in a straight line. As soon as your front tire hits the 2 cones, you're going to brake as fast as you can, and you will come to a skid. It's okay to skid, but if you cross the red boundary line in front of you, they're probably gonna take off some points. The fourth and final test is test number 4. I do apologize. The camera was shaking a bit here. It got really windy. All right, so what you want to do here is, again, 12 to 20 miles an hour in a straight line. When you hit the cones, now instead of braking, and you want to go in between the 2 red lines to the right, or in between the 2 red lines to the left. So depending on which way you're coming down, try not to touch the red lines. If you touch the red lines, they're gonna take off points for that. Okay, so that's the entire test. Like I said, we've been doing this for years. Feel free to reach out if you need some help, or if you have any questions, I'm happy to help. The link to the website is down in the description below, and I'll be more than happy to help, okay? Now, this service is for Jersey, Philly, and New York. The New York and Philly tests are a little different. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to post a video about those. A quick disclaimer, all right? Renting a scooter is not a substitute for knowing how to ride. You can pass the test on a scooter. You can get your license on a scooter, but that does not mean you should go out, get yourself a Hayabusa or a Road King, and then think you know how to ride because you got your license. Highly recommend everyone start off small. Start off with a small Honda Rebel, Yamaha R3, Harley Davidson Sportster, and then work your way up the CC range. Not many people can say they've outgrown their bike. You can always sell a smaller bike. There's always a market for it. There's always new riders. So you get yourself a small bike, use it for about a year or 6 months, however long it takes you to feel comfortable, and then you sell it to the next new rider, and then you get yourself something bigger. So please keep that in mind. Back in the day, people used to show up on Harleys, and they'd have someone meet them with a little Honda Ruckus, and they take the test, and it's a piece of cake. They pass, they get their license, and they hop on their Harley and go home. Since 2014, I believe it was, they changed the law where basically you have to bring a minimum of a 231cc or higher to the test to qualify for a full motorcycle license. And if you bring anything smaller than a 230cc, you're going to actually be limited in the types of bike you can ride, up to a 500cc bike. Don't make it hard on yourself. Just do it right the first time. Do it the easy way. Get it over with. Never have to go back to DMV again, and get on your bike and enjoy riding instead of stressing out and having to go to the DMV more than once. It's bad enough going to the DMV one time, let alone twice or 3 times for failing. Alright guys, so that's enough rambling for me. Please, if this video helped you in any way, just hit that like button. I spent a lot of time and effort editing these videos. Share it with friends that ride, share it with friends that are going to ride, share it with a friend that's about to go for a road test. And thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.